So, not every homeless person you meet is what you expect. And two categories are exactly what you expect, okay? The first one is a junkie, and you have to watch out for those guys. You have to stay away from them because you don't know where their headspace is at. They don't even know where their headspace is at. And trust me, I know. I'm like 11 years clean. Okay, there's that, first of all. And it's not necessarily that all junkies are the same or anything. It's just, again, they don't know where their headspace is at. How the fuck are you going to know where their headspace is at? They might be better or worse than you expect. Then there's a bum. Bums, they sit around, they don't really work, they don't really do anything. Maybe they've exhausted all options. Maybe they had to turn down a bad luck. Or maybe they're just very antisocial, or, there could be any number of reasons, all right? Who knows? Maybe they're a vet that was abandoned by our government, which our government loves to fucking do, okay? And that's not shitting on veterans, that's shitting on our government. I want to be real fucking clear on that. You don't know. Some bums are friendly, some are not, some... they got issues, okay? Generally you would avoid them, but not as much. But the last one has a really cool and deep dive of interesting history amongst the United States, especially a little bit in Europe maybe, but it was a entire subculture, okay? And that's a hobo. And people use the word bum and hobo interchangeably, but that's not correct. Hobos are traveling workers that just choose not to have a permanent residence. And if you meet one and you know what to look for, you'll notice that they're different right away. Firstly, they try to keep clean. They try to keep themselves clean. They do usually smell like a campfire. They can't avoid that one. And that actually brings us in our second one. They have the skills to set up encampments, campfires, and everything, and pack it all up and move on without leaving a mess. Unlike bums that make a mess everywhere. Speaking of skills, they're usually really crazily skilled. We're talking guys who are like engineers, welders, and just 10 different trades rolled into one, okay? They're incredible. They survive everywhere and everything. Last one, they're really polite and actually extremely professional. And if you keep that stuff in mind, go look in that history and everything, and who knows, maybe you'll even meet one. They're